YouTube. Why am I over here? Why am I over here? That's a lot better. Hi everyone. Hello. Let me say hello to everyone. Hi Amber. Hi Flores. Well done. Thank you. You know, just starting stream sometimes is an accomplishment. Thank you, Don. Hi, Don. Hi, Jude. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. It's been a while. It has.
Hello.
Hi, Galaxy. Hello. How are you? Easy Games. Hello. Hi, Tatus. Hello. Everyone. Oh, glasses toggle. Okay. Which is this one? Oh, let's gamble. We're gambling. No, but that's wings. One day I'll figure it out. How you been? I've been okay. I had a really fun day yesterday. Yesterday was a really good day. Wow, I've played 7 hours and I've barely done anything. I've barely done anything. That to get some rest. You should go get some rest. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's always important. I've decided that I would use a PlayStation 5 controller for some reason. Yeah. Okay, we want to go to Central Transport Hub. By the way, so okay, I kind of switched controllers from what I was using before because, like, generally speaking, I prefer a PlayStation 4 or 5 or just a PlayStation controller to like anything else because it fits my hands a lot better than the other things. But now that I've got it in my hands, it feels slightly it feels slightly weird. So I'm going to need to take a moment to get used to the controls. Also, it's been a little while since I last streamed. What's everyone been up to? How's everyone's week been? I'm still in France, checking in quick, gotta make brekkie and then hit the city. Let's go! Do you have any— what are you having for breakfast? Do you have any plans for today? Night y'all. Good night, Galaxy! Sweet dreams. Thanks for stopping by. It's always slightly unfortunate timing. That I stream— wait, where do we want to go? Where's this? Where's this go? Sure, why not? I can't remember. I bought bacon and eggs and whole grain baguette. The Airbnb has a stovetop. Let's go! That sounds amazing. Wait, have we been in here? Maybe not. Maybe not. Or maybe yes, who knows? I'm doing good. God, this game is so stylish. Marathon 2 isn't released yet, so I'm playing Halo Reach on Legendary to get my masochism in. I'm glad. How you enjoying it? How you enjoying Halo Reach? What did people think of that? I think people— I mean, a lot of the time it doesn't really matter what— there's kind of a bit of like a stop that. They're really annoying. They are really they're really annoying. I never realized how small the PS3 controller was until I used PS4, PS5 for a while. Yeah, the PS3 controller is really tiny. It's really tiny in comparison. Well, that's not what I wanted. Please try again. No, sorry. No! Please! Please! Timing! There we go. No, okay. I need a moment to get used to everything again. The urge to like swap back to the controller I was using before is like very strong. Because I'm like, this feels both natural and unnatural. It's just like once you get used to a particular controller, it's really hard to swap back to the other one, you know? Halo Reach is my childhood favorite next to Combat Evolve. I hit play just as you started screaming. I see. I don't like, I wish I liked the Xbox controller, but I don't. I find it really uncomfortable, which is unfortunate because I actually quite like playing, like, I think Xbox is like a fun console to collect for. It has a lot of interesting games. I really don't like the controller. I think the controller for the original Xbox is like, not my favorite. What have I been up to? That is a good question. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember how this game works now. Where do I want to go? I want to go over here. I went into the city yesterday and I went to the hairdresser, and I think my hair looks really nice. I was going to get some highlights put in, but I got too anxious yesterday, so I need to go do that another day. But I will do it. I'll do it soon, I think, because I think the highlights would look good. And that would make me happy. But I actually don't mind stretching it out a little bit in terms of like getting stuff done, because I don't know, getting to enjoy the haircut and the styling is a really nice a nice part of the day, and then getting to like wander around afterwards. I always enjoy that. Okay, where do I want to go? The top one. Okay. We need to go to the top right. I played that PS2 MS Saga game for 15 hours. Oh, how are you finding it? How are you finding it? I saw you playing a little bit of it. Is it still enjoyable? I feel like once you get to around like 15. Oops, I forgot how it works. Oops. Once you get to that like 15 to 20 hour mark on an RPG, that's sort of like where you start to figure out, oh, is this something that I want to keep playing? Is it not? Hope you have fun, Lexi. See you all later. Bye, Don. I hope you have a lovely day. Oh my gosh, Alice, hello! Hi! How are you? Good morning. I'm taking a little break. Very comfy. Have fun customizing my suit is fun, but the story is definitely brain dead schlock. So maybe we can get highlights together. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh my gosh, Alexi's stream. Bow wow wow. Hi Pudding, how are you? Oh yeah, speaking of Bow wow wow, I started playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again. I kind of didn't stop. I didn't give up, but I was really burnt out on the open world aspect. Oops, sorry, I'm just adjusting my microphone. I was burnt out on like the open world aspects because it sometimes felt like I was like ping-ponging between objectives rather than like exploring the world or playing a game, and it started to feel like a chore and then got really overwhelming when I got to like another open world section. I think that the Ubisoft towers in the game were a mistake because it's like it's so cynical. I'd almost rather them like have the things marked on the map beforehand. yeah, it's funny because I actually remember playing Far Cry 3 and liking the radio towers, but I think I enjoy the radio towers for the jumping puzzle climbing section and the view of the island, and I dislike them because they they just reveal so much of the map, and then it's like, oh, you've got all these things to do, go do them, go do them. Anyway, I decided to change my approach to how I was going to play the game, which was that I would do the side quest that interested me. I would basically go from like trying to do like everything, and then like completing the maps, to just like trying to not press the map screen button too often to like plan out my routes to be the most effective possible, and just kind of like head towards the main waypoint. But if I see something that I want to do while I'm going between places, then I go do it and not feel guilty about it. And that's what I've been doing. And it's not great. No, just kidding. It completely fixed the thing that I was getting bothered by, because I think in a lot of ways like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth feels like a PlayStation 2 game. Like it has that sense of like PlayStation 2 weirdness that I guess it's got like some of that spirit of like the Yakuza games as well, where it's just really weird. It's really weird at places, and I love the weirdness. And I think the way that they've like structured the open world and making it kind of like analogous to, I think they said they drew inspiration from Witcher 3 and Horizon Zero Dawn, which I think are like the two. Sorry, I haven't read Shadow. when I think they're like two of the worst games to take inspiration from. Well, it depends on like, I think the open world part of The Witcher 3 was kind of a little bit weak. I'm sorry, but I thought the quests and the side quests in The Witcher 3 were excellent, and I think they took inspiration from the side quests from The Witcher 3. But taking inspiration from Horizon Zero Dawn is a little bit strange, because Horizon Zero Dawn kind of feels like every open world game in existence. But like when it's not doing that kind of like very typical, when you actually like look at the stuff that it's like getting you to do, like it's so, every single quest has like character dialogue that is fun, or like a brand new mini, not just like, it's not just like, oh, it's another bandit camp. It's like, it's an entirely different mini game that they thought up. Oh, it's like Fall Guys except you're a frog. It's Punch Out. It's a kart racing a chocobo racing, but it's a kart racer except you're actually on a chocobo. It's so good. It's so fun. The characters are also, I mean, I feel like in a sense the characters are cheating because they're old characters that have been around for everyone ages, and everyone knew that they liked them, but they feel very like explored and fleshed out, and it's just really fun. It's really fun. I'm glad I'm enjoying it again now. I'm talking to a doctor about HRT this evening. Alice, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. I hope it goes well. I know it will go well. I hope you're really happy. I dropped off Final Fantasy 15 for that reason. I actually played through Final Fantasy 15 twice. And my experience with Final Fantasy 15 is like it's the opposite. The first time I hated the open world and I didn't like the story or the characters. I found them very, I'm just turning this down a bit because it's hard to, oh wait, I could, instead of doing that, I could just turn, oh, so much better. Yeah, I didn't really find, I found like some bits to it, but it was like, I think the bit that Final Fantasy 15 that broke me the first time was when you're doing that quest to find like the frogs and you just have to track them down while they're croaking. I was like, what is this side content? What are they making us do? Anyway, I finished the game. I was relatively unimpressed. I thought the ending was nice. I went back the second time and I like studied the battle system and I was just in a much better mood, and also all of the DLC had released and all of the side content, and we had like all of these different patches that had actually changed like a lot in comparison to the launch version of Final Fantasy 15. So Final Fantasy 15 went from like one of the games I felt most, it definitely had like something going for it, which is why I came back to it the second time. But I had kind of negative feelings about it the first time, to it being like one of my favorite games, and when I think about it too hard, I'm like, I want to play it again. It was such an interesting experience going from like finding something really underwhelming to like really enjoying it. And I think I enjoyed the story a lot more the second time around as well, because like I did the homework and I watched the Brotherhood anime. I thought Kingsglaive was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I did not enjoy Kingsglaive. Sorry for like recounting my experiences instead of talking to chat. But you know, sometimes you just got to say the words that pop into your head. And I even enjoyed the frog mission because I did like most of the side quests, which is like insanity because like I found them so boring. I think I was just in a really good mood the second time around. It's just crazy how like, I mean, it was the same with Dark Souls 3 for me. I was having a not great year the year that Dark Souls 3 came out, and all of the other stuff that happened in that year kind of influenced my somewhat like mid opinions on, maybe not mid, my somewhat like leaning slightly more like I liked it, but it was more negative than positive with Dark Souls 3 originally. But I'm quite certain that when I go back to play Dark Souls 3 and then play all the DLC, I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I think I'm going to have a great time. I'm quite positive about that. When the game starts to feel like a chore, I check out so far. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like that's why I took a break, because it was starting to feel overwhelming with the amount of stuff. Like, even though the stuff was fun, there was like way too much of it. And like the best parts of Rebirth is definitely the main story. Like, the main story is just, it's so good. Like, every like little character moment is like filled with like all of these like little details. In a sense, I'd almost say that I always thought that Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first part, with Midgar, it always felt like Final Fantasy VII, but like Yakuza Like a Dragon, like that kind of like open like cute little hub areas and like little NPCs to talk to with like their weird little side quests. That's what the first part of the remake felt like. Then I was kind of like leaning towards Rebirth. I think gives the appearance that it feels more like because it has these stupid towers. It has the stupid towers and I hate them. But I think that it does still kind of retain that like element of some of the Yakuza games with like some of the side stories where like there's you gotta treat like the side content almost as like stuff that you can do and it's really funny and it's really enjoyable, but you don't have to do everything. I think realizing that you don't have to do everything is a really good revelation to have. Success! I managed to derail straight with one power. It's so true. It derailed so hard. I've been just standing here. But yeah, that's my. I'm up to the Golden Saucer in Rebirth, and it's everything I could have possibly ever hoped for. I love it. I love it so much. It's fun. Also, it's one of the games that like has it has really fun English voice acting. Like the English voice acting is so good. It's so good. And it kind of, I've often felt like when it comes to like the English dubs of a lot of anime, the English dub just feels like, I don't know, like they're very good voice actors. And I respect acting a lot, but a lot of the time when I watch an English dub, I'm like, this feels like a parody. This feels almost a bit like it's a parody, like the rate at which the English dialogue is usually being delivered does not match the it doesn't like convey the same tone of the original. There's like a sense of goofiness to it, whereas I feel like with Rebirth and its voice acting, it was the same for Remake, the voice actors that they've chosen can feel really silly. They can have like their silly moments, they can joke around, but they still feel like a character, which is really important. Like whether the comedy moments, that I don't know, it's like something very particular with the cadence of the way that a lot of anime dubs are delivered that like drives me insane, that I don't find that like same, like if you look at Adventure Time for instance, I love the voice acting in Adventure Time. Obviously that's all in English, whereas I don't want to watch like One Piece dubbed or something, because even if the voice actors do a good job, there's something lost in transition. The cadence is always just slightly different, the tone is always just slightly different, whereas I feel like in Rebirth they've just got it's very fun and exciting. I really like that I like a game as much as I do that game, even though I literally felt like I was going insane before with the open world. Anyway, that's my story. I cannot believe how long the new Final Fantasy VII is. I've always had a hard time getting through those games. I hit the 20 hour mark, and if I hit a single hard area, I just drop it. I'm grateful that MS Saga is so easy, so I don't have to worry about getting stuck. I must admit, I've played Final Fantasy VII probably like, I've started from the beginning of the game, and I've probably done that like 6 or 7 times. I've loved every single time, but I always get like partway through. I think the furthest I've ever got was like Temple of the Ancients, and then I stopped. Like, I don't know why, but it just like runs out of momentum for me. And I must admit, I haven't made it past Temple of the Ancients yet in Rebirth. But it's so funny because like every single time I really enjoy Final Fantasy VII, and then I just get to a point where I was just, I'll just take a break just for a little bit, and then like months pass, and then I try to go back, and then I'm confused as to what do I have to do, and I'm just like, I'll just start from the beginning again. It's fine. I really like the first part of Final Fantasy VII. I think Final Fantasy VII is one of my like comfort food games, even though I've only like beaten a third of it like 6 or 7 times. Like, if I just had stuck with it, I could have beaten it like ages ago. Final Fantasy 15 is the road trip one, right? Just the concept of the game and the characters never interested me. Yeah, it's the road trip. It's the road trip. I must admit, I'm fond. I don't really. I think the characters worked a lot better in Japanese than in English, because in English, Gladio seemed like a parody of like a beefcake tough guy kind of character. Prompto felt like a parody of an idiot, or like a caricature. And then what, Ignis felt like the posh rich butler, whereas like in Japanese I found their voices made them feel more like, it was like they still had like that, like Ignis is fancy, Prompto's a bit goofy, but it was a bit more toned back, rather than like the English voice acting that played them all as like caricatures or stereotypes. So yeah, but I really like road movies. I'm really fond of road movies. I'm sorry for not playing the video game. She has so many words to say. I just can't stop talking sometimes. I'm just really happy that like I was able to take a game that I didn't like and then I could go back and play it, and then it actually like became one of my favorite games. Although I think Final Fantasy 15 was always going to be one of those ones that was interesting to me because it's just a little bit, it's a little bit different. It kind of has a little bit of that like janky weirdness, and I love janky weirdness. So I think I was always very surprised the first time I played it that it didn't really grip me. Although come to think of it, Final Fantasy 15 also came out in 2016, which was also the cursed year. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe the reason that I disliked 15 and Dark Souls 3 was the same. Maybe this is my indication that I need to just like stream Dark Souls 3 next or something. Maybe not next because I need to do some more retro, but you know. I feel like with a lot of Final Fantasy games there's this midpoint where the plot just loses itself for a bit. I think you're right, because the only Final Fantasy game that I've beaten is 15 and 10, I think. I've beaten some of the side spin-off games. I haven't played 1 or 2. I got all the way up to the Crystal Tower in 3 and then I stopped. I got like midway through 4 and stopped. I got midway through 6 and stopped. I got midway through 7 and stopped. Midway through 8 and stopped. Through 9 and stopped. I'm only like at the first third of like Final Fantasy 12. I got up to like the last 2/3 of 13 and then stopped. Technically I was up to date with Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, for a little while, but then well, that was more to do with like people that played the game at the time and just losing kind of interest. Like, it's a long time to wait for 2 years between expansions when every single expansion feels the same in terms of the content that it delivers except for the story. Yeah, I feel like it's a me problem though. I don't think that there's like anything particularly wrong with the games. I think that my brain is just like so loses interest, loses focus on things when I don't play them for a little while, that when I like take a break at that midpoint in a Final Fantasy game, I often like, yeah, I'm kind of happy. I'd kind of rather just like start from the beginning again. And every single time I start, like I've played through, I haven't finished Final Fantasy 9, but I've played it like again 3 or 4 times. I love it. Final Fantasy 9 is amazing. I adore that game. I like everything about it. I like the characters, I like the music, I like the combat, I like the mini games. I like the cutscenes. Everything's so perfect. But I can never. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Temple of Ancients music is too mesmerizing to continue. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I get to the Temple of the Ancients and I'm like, ah, I can't get past this part now. I have mad respect for people that can actually play through all of Final Fantasy X. I find Final Fantasy X the easiest to get through. Although, to be honest, I've only ever beaten it once. Every single other time, same thing happens. I get like midway through, and then I stop, then I lose interest, and I go and do something else. I don't know. It's really weird because I've beaten a lot of like JRPGs before. I've beaten a lot of JRPGs, so yeah. I'm not sure what's wrong with me or why I do this. Stream Final Fantasy 15 with the sweet Gordon Freeman cosplay outfit and the crowbar. That would be... I'd actually really like to stream Final Fantasy 15 because there's like... I get a lot out of like weird little quirks to a combat system. Like, I just realized I love that you can hover in midair when you like slap this. So I'd love to like spend time like showing off all of the things that the different weapons can do, because I think a lot of people are just like, is just press square to win. And like, yeah, you can do that because it's not very easy and it doesn't have a hard mode. But there's things you can do if like you're interested in it, which I was. Sometimes you need to put a decent amount of effort to rethink how you enjoy games. I think that's actually so true. Like, oh, what's another? Yeah. When I really like the Arkham games, right? So I don't like superheroes at all. I really like Arkham Asylum City Origins and Origins. But there was something happened with Arkham Knight that like, aside, I didn't mind the car combat. I thought there was some things that I was really into the boss fights of Origins. I thought they were really fun. Arkham Knight didn't have any boss fights basically. But the big difference was with Arkham Knight, I got to a point where like the story has a really exciting like conclusion and final act. Like it's quite good. But then I read online that like the only good boss fight in Arkham Knight was locked behind getting all of the Riddler trophies. And then I read that there was a secret ending locked behind like 100% completion of like all of the objectives. And there were definitely like there was like some things in Arkham Knight that are like side quests that are really cool because they like involve a villain. They were neato. The Riddler trophies, I felt like I was going insane. I had to pull out a guide because it was so unpleasant. And the boss fight was so underwhelming. You have no idea how disappointed I was in that boss fight. And then I did all of like the other content, like some of it was like fine on its own. But by the time I got to like the end of it all, I was like, yeah, I don't like this game. And the secret ending was like so mid. It was so mid, I could have just watched on YouTube. I wasn't satisfied at all. So I think I need to like play to my strengths of how I enjoy games. Like, you often hear like other people. I know myself quite well at this point, and I don't 100% games. I don't like 100% in games. I think it's boring. In Mass Effect 2, on PlayStation 3, I did all of the trophies except for one. I've got like 97% completion of the trophies. I could get my very first platinum trophy if I just go into Mass Effect 2 and punch a robot and then shoot them in the head 20 times. That's literally all I have to do. I just have to punch a robot and then shoot them in the face, and then I can get a platinum trophy. Not worth it. It's not worth it. I knew the point at which I had to like dip out of that game in order to like get some kind of like enjoyment out of the game. And it was right before I punched the robot in the head 20 times and then shot them. Beating the game on like insanity difficulty and then restarting like every single fight like 20-30 times and then sitting through like a 10 to 20 second loading screen. No problem. Easy. I love suffering. I love pain. I love difficult games. Punching a robot and then shooting the head 20 times on the easiest difficulty? No. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It's just not right. It's just not right. Someday maybe after Ember Saga I want to play Inuyasha The Secret of the Cursed Mask. I think JRPGs that are based on anime are really interesting. I really want to play that One Piece Odyssey game one day because I really like One Piece. And it does look kind of fun. I think it's fairly easy, but I don't know. I've played a lot of really difficult JRPGs. I love difficult JRPGs, but it's not the only thing I look for now. I'm in it for the vibes. If the vibes are good, then I'm there. Partial fantasy enjoyer. Caltone, hi. Yeah, that kind of sums me up. That's a pretty good summary. A partial fantasy enjoyer. But I mean, like, it sounds bad because like I've only beaten 2 Final Fantasy games and I've like played most of them. It's like, wow, Final Fantasy must be like really. Oh wait, I did beat remake, but technically remake is just the first. the first bit of Final Fantasy VII again, so you know, I'm in well-worn ground. Even once I beat Rebirth, I will probably be at as far as you've ever seen in Final Fantasy VII. So by the time the third part comes out, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have the same problem with Dark Souls games. I love the early scrappy low levels best, so I just play the first half then stop. Yeah. I think it's like, it's very valid to like play the sections of a game that you enjoy. I mean, I'd love to beat Final Fantasy IX. Every single time I played, I'm like, I really want to keep going. I think they're going to release a remake of Final Fantasy IX, and I've played the PS1 version enough that I think I can get behind the remake. I will look forward to the remake. Like, I'm excited to see whatever they get to do with it. Lexi, being able to talk on and on non-stop is a skill that I wish I had when I'm stuck with my dad's conversational skills. Alice, trust me, I wish I had this like ability to talk about the weather, you know? Like, if there's a neighbor in the street and they're like, "Oh, Lexi, how are you? What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing up my kitchen." And if I like encounter them like a couple of times, I will go a different path so I never have to talk about the weather and how I'm doing and about kitchens, and then have them ask me what I'm doing. It's like, what do I even say? I can't info dump to them about the Cuban Missile Crisis. I can't info dump to them about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They're not interested. They're not interested in the things that I care about. I don't know what to say, so I just avoid them and never go back. To be fair, your dad's conversational skills were good enough to bring you into the world, so maybe it's not that bad. Yeah. Oh yes, I remember doing 100% Alchemite. How did you enjoy that, Amber? Because I kind of want to go back and play Arkham Knight and ignore like 90% of the side content. I hate Riddler trophies. I think Riddler trophies are great if you're like in the vicinity and it's like in front of you and you're like, "Oh, I wonder how I get that Riddler trophy," and then you do a puzzle and then you get it and then it's great. But then you have to go like and collect them. There's so many, and apparently there was like half as many in Arkham Knight as there was in previous games. I was still too many. I was so painful. I didn't even get the platinum trophy for Arkham Knight. I was so done. I think you needed to do like a bunch of trials and like get some like, I don't know, 100 like perfect punches in a row or something. Nope, sorry, not interested. I think what I like most about games is when it keeps me in the constant underdog state, like survival horror do, or when the story in the world has a lot of thought put into it, but you have to dig for it. Yeah, that's what I like as well. I mean, I'm survival horror Souls-like girly, so that's kind of my like one of my favorite things in the entire world. It was his rock hard abs. Yeah, it's great. It's funny, really great you realize this. I think I've spent a lot of time like thinking about what I do enjoy and what I don't enjoy, and how I can get myself to do things, and how if I do things like a particular way that other people say, then I just don't get it done. Like with my university work, I've often been like, I need to, even let's say something's like due on October like 28th. I would be like, okay, October 22nd, I get my research books out. Maybe like October 21st, I go look for books. October 22nd, I go through and get all of my notes from my research. October 25th, I finish going through all of the notes, and I make like a plan and organize what I'm going to do. October 26th, I write the introduction. October 27th, I finish the rest of it. And then October 28th, I do a proofread, and then I send it off. So like, I'm literally, like, if I had to, when I came to university, I had to like change my strategy slightly because I couldn't just, I just want to leave things to the last minute because I can't get them done. Like I've tried to be like, okay, I'm going to, on the 1st of October, I'm going to start getting the game. No, my brain won't do it. It won't do it. I'll literally just like sit and waste time because I can't get anything onto the piece of paper. I can't start the research process. It's so frustrating. But like if I play to my strengths and how I work best, then I actually like get it done, and I could do quite well at what I've done. I had instances where in one of my university courses, and I think this is the way that they do it is really bad for people that are neurodivergent. But like, let's say instead of like one course being due on like the 18th of October and then another assignment being due on like the 27th or something, and then having like a set amount of time between courses to get everything done. This degree was like, okay, we're going to, if you're doing like all of the things in this degree, all of the assignments in every single course under the history tag, they're all going to be due on October 28th. So if you've got 4 history courses on 4 different subjects, yeah, every single subject and every single assignment is all going to be due on the same date. And if you're late, then that's a 10% penalty per day. That was nightmare. That was nightmare for me. But I managed to get it done basically by doing like the same thing, where it was just like, I basically left like everything to the last minute, as much as I possibly could. In fact, I was like way more rushed than I normally would be. But it would be like, if everything's due on like the 28th or something, then I'm just like, okay, I have to get assignment 1 started and then finished by like 15th. Assignment 2 started and finished by like the 20th. Assignment 3 by like the 25th, and then the assignment 4 finished by like started on 25th and then finished it on like 28th. But that was the only way I could do it. I don't know, it's really annoying that my brain works this way, but you just gotta play to your strengths sometimes. This emote's so cute. Beth, hi! Welcome. Yeah, Amos made that for me. I love it so much. I love it. Finally, you know of a challenge too great for you. There are many challenges too great for me. If the challenge is too great, my brain literally like explodes into pieces. I like that Inuyasha's Secret of the Cursed Flask lets you pick your gender basically. That's really cool. Lexi likes games that don't go down easy. She's a big fan of sitting on a game's chest and punching its teeth out. Yeah. Final Fantasy IX is my sister's favourite. It's a very dear game to me. I hope it gets a remake. I'd love for it to get a remake. I think it deserves one, and I think that would be really cute. I think that a Final Fantasy IX remake would be so cute, and I want to see what they do with it, because I think there's like a lot of potential to like make it really adorable. Yeah, I'm really curious. I think it's awesome. Is this winnable? Chuki, hi! Thank you for the bitty. Only psychopaths like to talk about the weather. It's true. It's such a stereotype, and I very rarely see people like be like, oh, nice weather we're having, but I definitely see people saying like the basically things that are like either worse or like the equivalent. At least like everyone can comment on the weather. There's like, oh, street's been noisy lately, hasn't it? Yeah. Lexi, please info dump at me about the Cuban Missile Crisis. That was the most deranged thing you could have picked, and I'm so intrigued. I'm too traumatized to info dump about the Cuban Missile Crisis because I was really interested in the Cuban Missile Crisis, and I knew everything about it, but I kept on bringing it up around my dad and then likening things to the Cuban Missile Crisis because there was like a lot of thematic things I picked up on it that I could then relate to like other things, but then I became like parodied for talking about it all the time, and then I think the last time I brought it up was like, I don't know, last year or the year before. I was like, I'm never talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis again. I don't want to know anything about it anymore. The trials in the Arkham games kept me from 100%. I was just not interested. They're so boring. They're so boring. They're really boring. I don't know. I'm just not interested. Like, the combat trials are like, oh, here's a circular arena where you have to fight a bunch of guys. That's literally the entire game's combat. That's the entire game's combat. It's the same reason why I'm not interested in like Bloody Palace and Devil May Cry, because it's just like the arena-based like combat of the game, except without any of the fun exploration or level design. Crazy. It's my favorite fairy. So hi, welcome. Welcome. How are you? Hang on, my voice is kind of going a bit. I'm not sure if I'm getting sick or not. Normalize Cuban Missile Crisis YouTuber streams. It's kind of a shame that I became like, I'm too traumatized to like talk about a lot of history things, because people would just get like sick of it, and then I would be like, okay, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. It's just kind of upsetting to continue to talk about, you know. Not nice weather we're having. Yeah. Heck yeah, procrastination. I love procrastinating. Although, this is going to sound really weird, but I've never really thought about it as like procrastination, because to me it doesn't feel like procrastination. I just can't start things before I'm ready. I don't know why. Even when I would like edit a video, I'll work on it like on and off and like make a little bit of progress, and then it will get to a point where I'm like, I can finish this now. And then I will not stop working on it until it's finished. And that doesn't seem like a very long time to me, but it's actually like potentially 30 hours of work almost in a row. Like I only stop to like eat and sleep. That's basically all I do. Like I get into these states where there's no stopping me once I get started. It's just like where I think a lot of people will be like, oh, I've got a month to do this, so I'm going to spread the amount of work out over the course of the month so that I can get it done beforehand. Whereas I'm more like, this thing is going to take me like 30 hours, so I'm going to start at like 48 hours before it's due, so I have enough time to sleep and eat and maybe play some video games in between. You know, you gotta make time for like some leisure activities as well as a break. But I don't find it burdensome to work like that. That's how I would prefer. But then other people are like, no, you have to start it before. You have to start it like a month before, and then you try to and it doesn't work. So you just end up stopping talking about this kind of stuff to people. Your brain is beautiful, thank you. I like my brain too. One of my friends is a Catboy VTuber, and I make it a goal to make him talk about Unabomber wants to stream. What is this? Ooh, interesting. An American mathematician, domestic terrorist. Wonderful. Amazing. The only thing that can stop Lexi is solving a mild puzzle on stream. This is true. And which I will have an emotional breakdown and cease functioning, because I don't want people looking at me when I'm trying to think of how to solve something. I'm always at the end, trust. Sky, hi! Hi, Dead Moldy Tree! How are you both? What have you been up to? Oh my god, working at the grocery store, talking about the weather was the easiest way to get old people to be nice for 5 seconds. Oh, pain. Hi, how are you? Great, how are you? Great. Yeah, that's I've done that. I've done basically that I've done that thing where like someone says, oh, what is it like? Hi. Nice weather we're having. Good. Then I go like, good, how are you? Because we're just like, I'm like running off a panic script. Tell us more about the Cuban Missile Crisis, please. I want knowledge. No, I've like locked a bunch of the information away in my brain because I don't want to accidentally bring it up and then people be like, oh, I can't believe you're talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis again. Oh my gosh, Lexi talks about the Cuban Missile Crisis all the time. I bet you're going to bring up some comparison to the Cuban Missile Crisis. No, never again. Goose, Siba, hi, welcome. Now talk about the Earth Law. Instead of the Cuban Missile Crisis, I have the useless testing nukes on our own soil, how we accidentally nuked Greenland. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a bunch of like areas in the world that are just like locked off because they're like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we like tested nuclear weapons here? I'm kind of curious what will happen to the land for the next 50 to 100 years if we irradiate with irradiation. Interesting. Lexi, are you aware of the terrors of the deep? We don't know what's really down there. Do you mean like the deep sea? I think the ocean is really interesting. I think the ocean is really interesting, but it's also really scary. It's really scary. I get a lot of nightmares about the ocean. Melancholy, hi, welcome. Sorry, I'm like rambling on about something. The Unabomber was the guy who was really mad about the destruction of the environment and reliance on technology, so he started mailing bombs to people. I can't remember the specifics. I see. Sometimes I feel like you have to talk about what you want. I will force more talking to the obscure as a way to establish dominance. If they're uncomfortable, they won't talk to me anymore. That's true. I once talked to a professor about Tupperware parties, and then, oh, I don't know, I don't remember. It was basically like one of these rambles where like one thing reminds me of another thing, and then I start talking about like all of these different things. I think he was interested initially, and we were having a really good conversation, but there was some point between hour 1 and hour 2 where I could tell that he wanted to go, but I just kept talking. I just kept talking about different stuff. Oh no, whoopsie. I'm sure that is like a moment in his life he is like blocked out forever. Hi, can I also call you Sky? It's not like the Cuban Missile Crisis is a really good study on how government can lie to and manipulate some people, right? Like, it's actually like relevant. It's actually like kind of relevant to a lot of different situations. Like there's a lot to learn from it. So it actually kind of is relevant to bring up in a lot of situations. It's the same with like witch trials or something. Like there's a lot to. Oh my gosh, who could have thought that by learning about history you can actually like learn some things about the present that are actually like relevant. They're actually like lessons to be learned from history. Wow, crazy. But then when you try to bring up these things, then people get sick of it. So I don't know. Talking about history sometimes feels a bit traumatic to me. The only terrors of the deep I know about is XCOM. I really want to stream the DOS XCOMs one day. Where am I up to? Megu! Didn't the US completely fuck up the Marshall Islands with nuclear testing? I think they also like fucked up like part of inland Australia, which I don't know. I haven't looked into it because it will make me too angry. It will make me too angry, and also, I haven't had like a fixation on radiation or nuclear weapons for a little bit. Me when Lexi talks about the sea. Damn, that's deep. I kind of am really interested in the deep sea. I think it's really fascinating. There was a point in time where I kind of wanted to be a marine biologist, but then, yeah, that didn't exactly work out. I think the reason is that I'm scared of swimming, and I'm not as scared of diving, but we've kind of had like controlling parents, and they wouldn't, if I ever said that I wanted to try diving, then they would probably have like a heart attack, and I don't want to. I can't deal with that emotionally. Yeah. He wasn't just mad about the environment, he was mad about LGBT people exist and many other things. Oh really? That's interesting. Wait, was this the Unabomber guy? Okay, I am kind of curious about them. Hi Gail, how are you? I couldn't sleep, I'm angry. I'm sorry you can't sleep, that's a really relatable problem. Where am I up to? Real Killdozer guy. Oh, in terms of popular image versus reality. Sorry for my first chat being negative. Info dumping about the Cuban Missile Crisis is cool as hell. I'm really glad you thought so. I'm really glad you think so. Hi Effie, how are you? He can't store his leftovers without getting PTSD. Lexi, I actually don't know much about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Maybe I'll bring it up one day. Maybe it will just come out. It will just come out, you know. It has to come out like at the right time. I can't just info dump about the Cuban Missile Crisis. My brain has to decide that the Cuban Missile Crisis is relevant, and then I'll start info dumping about it. Lexi Subnautica stream. I'd actually quite like to stream Subnautica. I'm genuinely like quite scared of the ocean. But I think I would enjoy Subnautica. I like the vibes of Subnautica. It's just that I hope that I don't get many nightmares from it, because I have a lot of nightmares about the ocean, and every single time they're really draining and really scary. Which is unfortunate, but who knows? I don't know if that's a reason enough not to play Subnautica. You know less about our ocean than we do about outer space, I've heard. That's an interesting statistic, yeah. The nuclear test in Australia or the UK. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yay! Yippee! Woohoo! Australian indigenous land made uninhabitable for the next 50 to 100 years! Yay! Woohoo! I'm sure there will be no long-term consequences to this. Lexi Uncharted stream win. I need to be in the mood, Sky. I'll probably stream Uncharted one day, but it needs to be something that like I want to play, otherwise I'll just get frustrated. Kurama, thank you for lurking. Hi Tracker. Such a matter baby, I don't know what that means. I look forward to Lexi becoming a video essayist, starting with a video on the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's more likely than you think. She can't info dump with so many people watching. Yeah, I'm shy. Unabomber was very, very right-wing. House sitting for a friend, so there is this grumpy old cat nearby. Oh, what's their name? They sound really cute. I will wait patiently. Yeah, it will happen one day. I kind of want to stream Gears of War as well. because Gears of War is a game that I absolutely did not expect to like even a little bit. Like, I thought Gears of War looked like the most uninteresting trash I've ever seen in my entire life. Ow! That was very rude. But no, I actually really like it. It's really fun. Where does this go? Ow! Uh-oh. Whoopsie! Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, I might still be a little bit like out of practice. Where is Okay, we want to go this way. I'm still kind of warming up a little bit. It's in his manifesto. I can go find the quote, but he was a primitivist that believed in a return to suppose the traditional ways. Oh no, not again. Why are people like this? Gosh. I really love parrying the arrows back at them. It's really fun. I think I want to... I always forget that with the dog enemies they attack you like as soon as they go past and not like it's not something that you have to wait for. I might as well just rest. Wait, if we go back to the pavilion and then I just exit, then that should take me to exactly where I want to go. I should be pretty much to where I want to go. I found a Reddit post with links to the quote. Thank you for mentioning it. It's like Bram Stoker. Actually, maybe best not to get into this. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately, so I don't want to accidentally talk about topics that will make my brain want to explode. But it's a bit like it's a bit like Bram Stoker and like Lair of the White Worm, and then finding out like he's a massive horrible racist. What that? Ow! I need to stop whacking things. Wait, what's this? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Also, I love that you can parry stuff in midair. It's really fun. Up we go. Do your best. Okay. Oh, nice. Basic component. Nice. I don't know why, but something about these caves makes me want to play Super Metroid again. Video games and Agoras, dog enemies. I don't like dogs in video games. I must admit I haven't played The Last of Us Part 2 even though I own it, because I got stressed out when I found out about the dog enemies. And I didn't want to murder them. Ow. Ow! No! Don't bully me! They're bullying me. I'm sorry. I'm really out of practice. I feel really out of practice. Yeah, we should talk about the weather. Right? So how is the weather? It's really cold for me at the moment. Yes. But I'm including lesbians as a horror element in Dracula, if I recall. Yeah, it's a. I did a course on the supernatural about that had like one of the lectures on vampires, and it's interesting that there's always like a sexual element to vampire fiction. I need to stop compulsively whacking things. Ow. No, stop. Stop, boy. Stop. I'm being bullied so hard. Oh, okay. I'm forgetting that the talisman dash is like a thing that is. Okay. Okay, okay. Yay! Yay! Melbourne is chilly and overcast, which is delightful. Oh yes, I love cold weather. I actually really like winter, but I've been so cold lately. I was in a sleeping bag before because I was cold, but then I was too hot in the sleeping bag, so I had to get out of it. But now I'm too cold again. Wait, it was too hot in the sleeping bag. It's like why is there no like in between like comfortable temperature that I can exist at? I wish you many a gentle cloudy day. Oh yes, it still hurts to look at the sun. Fantastic. I'm glad that we confirmed this. Oh, I wanted to whack the other bell. Hello, friend. Nice day for a walk, isn't it? Oh no, not small talk. Who are you? He doesn't do small talk. Who am I is important. What's important is our current conversation. No, take me away. So you're just a Solarian taking a leisurely stroll through these ruins? If you don't explain your purpose here, you're going to have to forgive my rudeness. Listen to me, my friend. I have no intention of being your enemy. I'm also confident that you are not about to harm me. According to the hexagrams, violent conflict will not occur. I've always held great confidence in the insights my divinations provide. I thought all the superstitions Solarians stayed in Penglay. What's more, the Daybreak Tower is a relic deeply symbolic of our ancestors. This is no place to start a fight. What tower? You mean these dilapidated ruins? My friend, things are never as they seem on the surface. Eons ago, the Daybreak Tower used to be the most magnificent altar in the place of immortals. Ancient emperors would come here on important days to pray to the heavens. They would ask the holy men living in the tower to divine the fortunes of their kingdoms. Praise be the soul, and grant our people peace and prosperity. May the soul grant us the power to destroy our enemies. Oh my gosh, the eyes are opening. Please grant me sons who will extend the lifeline of the Empire. Oh yay! Misogyny! Woohoo! If you listen carefully, you can still hear their prayers echoing faintly between these walls. Battered by the winds of time, the entire belief system eroded and disappeared. People even invented a whole new way to define soul. That's because they found their own two hands far more reliable than any contrived gods. A late friend of mine said something similar. In short, when I came back to my senses, I could no longer hear the music of the Daybreak Tower. Such a pity. I wish you could have seen this place at the height of its splendor. The bell rang with majestic tones as the ancient Kunlun people assembled here to share food, wine, songs, and faith. It was a breathtaking sight.
Hmm?
Songs and wine? No, that sounds a bit more interesting.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. That reminds me. I've got a little something for you. This ancient music sheet is one of my treasured possessions. The bell used to fill these halls with the same melodies. If you manage to find the right instruments in these ruins, you should try playing some of this music. Silver, thank you for lurking. Hi. How are you?
Gan.
Your appetite seems for stories. The stories seem to be wearing thin. I'll let you be on your way. Definitely neurotypical right there. Ancient music sheet, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Joan. This old music sheet was apparently used for sacrificial ceremonies. It was obtained from a mysterious Solarian individual. Oh, lovely! I love it when you obtain some ancient sheet music that was used for human sacrifice. Presumably. What's your favorite bell? Is it this bell? Is it this bell? Is it this bell? That bell? Or is it this one? I personally like the one in the middle. Ultima, hi! Welcome! How are you? Welcome. Super sexy vampires. How can they keep including sex in all of our Victorian vampire fiction? Can't believe this. If this is a puzzle, I'm going to cry. It might be a puzzle. I like stormy weather because it makes insects burrow into their holes and fear the wrath of God. That's a wonderful reason to like stormy weather, June. The urge I'd have to hit this person. What is this redeem? Madu, hi! It's the getting hurt sound from Kid Dracula. How are you? Kid Dracula bonking his head. Yeah. How's this game so far? It's really fun. It's really fun. I like it a lot. It's completely something that I really enjoy and get a lot out of. I love Victorian nipple piercing lore. Oh, Effie! I gotta go. Good luck with your stream. Thank you. I hope the rest of your day is wonderful. I've got once. Okay. Time to take a nap. I'm always getting hurt, so I guess it's appropriate to redeem it. I hope you've been well. I really want to play this game. I really recommend it. I think it's wonderful. It's really fun. It makes me happy. The first like real boss fight was so satisfying. It was really fun. This is kind of like a cheap comparison, but it's kind of like Sekiro combined with Hollow Knight from the perspective that Hollow Knight has some like Souls-like elements, but cat, and it's wonderful. It's so wonderful. I think the comparisons to like Hollow Knight, they were like so obvious that. Okay. Oh, I think we're missing something that we need. Yeah. I'm a little chilly today, so I'm hiding in my blanket until I have to get ready for work. That's a great idea. Blankets are nice. I love blankets. I believe the Sekiro comparison, because of who I've heard it from. Yeah, it's definitely the Sekiro comparison is extremely warranted because they said so in the Steam store page. They said that it's inspired by Sekiro. So I guess you could make like a comparison like Sekiro is to Nine Souls that like Dark Souls is to Hollow Knight or something like that. Like that's kind of how the comparison works in my mind. The big thing though is that like A, the combat is like really fun. The combat's really, really, really fun. It's some of the most fun combat I've had. And B, I really like the lore and the world building and the characters. Everything's charming. It's just so wonderful. It even has like a similar dynamic to Wolfen and cute little boy in Sekiro. It kind of has like there's a similar character dynamic that they have, which is really nice. I really like it. I just really like the characters. I really like the characters a lot. They're great. No, come back here. Okay, there's a lot going on. This game looks really good too. It does. I felt like it was a... I felt like it looked good from... It looks good, it plays well, it's really good. Oh! I'll just wait for him to fall down. Wait, no mind. Also, shooting enemies with a bow and then watching them explode is really fun. It's really fun. There's a lot of things you can do. It's very it flows really nicely. It flows really nicely. Well, I refuse to get an electric blanket because its complete warmth will ruin my life. Yeah, I really want an electric blanket. I think it would be great, but I don't know if it's actually hot enough in where I live to cold enough. Okay, that was fun. Do it again. I love it when you deflect a bunch of arrows back into the enemy and then they dissolve. Oops, hello. Oh, okay. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. They keep doing like a double slash and I keep forgetting that it's a thing that I have to worry about. I haven't seen those enemies before. We'll get them next time. Lies of P! I really enjoyed that game. You smoke a pipe to restore your health. This game is good. Exactly. Exactly. It's got its priorities right. Stop it. Stop bullying. Okay, let's see. I want them to fall into the water. It's not fair. Why aren't they falling? Mom! Okay, this is fun. Okay, let's see if I can do this time. When they're close, they do a double slash. Yay! Get exploded, loser! Okay, now what do we do? Oops! Oh, I see. Wait, that was the wrong button. There we go. What's this? Ooh. What's your name? What's their name? I want to give them a name. I want them to be my— ow! I want them to be my friend. No! That's not how you treat your friends. I was like, wait, is this a spear gun? Oh! I was not paying attention. Also, really nice detail. I appear to be slightly low on health. I keep forgetting that they do a double slash. No. No. Robert. I love Robert. Robert's my bestie now. This section where they like... I always miss the parry timing on the dogs. They're so annoying. Happens every single time. I mean, I'll take more practice fighting these enemies, to be honest. Where are they? Come out! Come out! I want to fight them! Do you think Robert— no, I don't want to— that looks so painful! Why do they do that? That's really mean. I just want Robert to be friends. I want Robert to be my friend. There we go. Goodbye, Robert. I love you. Kinda Sekiro coded that once. That no one gets treated well. Yeah. This game is a bit, it's definitely... It was dark. It's very, very cute. It's very cute. It's like light whimsical moments. But like the very start of the game is like really grim. It's really grim. West of Yaoshi, towering above is the Daybreak Tower. As an ancient Penglei holy site, Kunlun's Yaoshi Lake was once the site of the sacrificial ceremonies. Back when Soul was just the name of a star, people viewed the primordial roots as the mother and the soul as the father. Prayers within the circular building were said to be able to reach heaven. During summer nights, strangers from ancient Kunlun would gather in the tower and celebrate with song and dance, exalting the soul with their lyrics and passing on their soul worship to subsequent generations. Interesting. Oh? Cutscene? Grimace Scooby! Polydon! How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's your day? Robert the true homie. Yeah, I'll miss you. How are you doing, dear brother? Also, these character designs are just really cute. They're really cute. Is it day or night where you are right now? What does the sky look like out there? I've never left Gia, so I always felt envious whenever you told me about all those faraway places. I didn't have many friends my age when I was a kid. The grass, the trees, the sky, and the stars were all that kept me company whenever you were away. Remember when I first told you about hearing the roots sing? You thought I was hallucinating from being alone all the time. Oh no. Flashback time! Oh my gosh, it's the Death Star! I can't believe a fully working Death Star! Ping, why haven't you gone to sleep yet? Are you talking to the roots again? Yes, she's talking to the roots. How did you know? The weather tonight is great, so all the branches are singing. I've told you again and again, the primordial roots aren't sentient. You're most likely hearing random static generated by its energy. You just don't know them yet. They can be quite lively. I learned about the celestial bodies in school today. Did you know that light from the stars in the sky are actually from a long, long time ago? A star leaves its brilliance behind as it burns itself. That light travels thousands, if not millions of years to reach us.
What did they say?
I heard a classmate say that the stars may shimmer brightly, but they may have already extinguished. All that's left are the last vestiges of their final moments, echoes from the past. That's what nourishes the roots. They absorb the remnant of stars, turning it into milk to feed us and supply us with energy. I don't know why that made me laugh. Why? Oh no. What my teacher doesn't know is that all souls and dreams also end up as food for the primordial roots. They emit a song as they devour. I hear their melody as I fall asleep each night. They sing about all the stories across this vast expanse. That's how the roots perpetuate the memories of the universe, how they nurture new stories as others come to an end for all eternity. I wouldn't have described the energy conversion process in such a sentimental way. You have a rather active imagination. Isn't it just captivating? All their branches contain stories from the past, there's even souls from... Okay, I know. That sounds like a fine poem waiting to be written. But you should still focus on your studies, okay? The primordial roots energy can be explained through scientific principles. Ah. This is a... I think this is a science and religion / sentimentality story. At least I think that's one of the themes. I'm definitely picking, that's definitely been something that's been coming up like time and time again. I'll let you be my assistant, then you can learn all about it. Do you really think there are souls inside the roots? That thought alone is a bit worrying. Not really. Forget about that. Look, a shooting star. Technically, there's a lot of shooting stars. You didn't approve. You thought the world ran not in sentiment, but in science and rationality. So I swore to never talk. Oh my gosh, she's just like me, for real, for real. That's how I react to things. Someone's like, yeah, nah, you're wrong. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I never talk about it again. But the voices never disappeared. I hid under the covers and responded in secret. Our calls and response formed their own meandering melody, its colour and aroma changing as it flowed. Even now, in these dead streets and deserted alleys, the roots still sing. So please, don't worry about me, dear brother. I'm not alone. Not when I have the roots to tell me your story. Oh, that's really dark. That's potentially really dark. I like the story. I really like the bits of written dialogue. I think they're really fancy. I'm doing well. Beat the game today and started a challenge run. How about you? How did you enjoy it? I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I've been a bit anxious on and off, but other than that, I've been okay. The roots tell me terrible things. Stop talking about the weather, you tots. They won't stop. They can't stop themselves. You need to talk about the weather at every chance. Oh, hello. My voice is really really croaky today, which is annoying. Completely intentional. What can I say? I'm a master of I'm a master of puzzle solving. Is that the death egg? Yeah, it's the death egg. Oh, I really want to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I actually haven't played that game in such a long time. It used to be like that used to be my game. I played that game so much for like 3 years. Sonic was like one of my special interests for a long time. Any gin and experience absorbed by the enemy that killed you can be recovered using a talisman explosion. This removes the need to actually kill the enemy that killed you. That's not that useful. That's not that useful. Paladin, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. It's so good. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh, stop. I hate the dogs. They always bamboozle me. Okay. I feel like going this way first was a good idea. No, that's right. No. No! You're supposed to die! I was gonna look so cool! I was gonna look so cool! Whoa! Debbie, thank you so much for the 6 months! Thank you! I really appreciate! Oh yay! A jar full of human body parts! Lovely! How are you? What have you been up to? Let's have a look what's up here first. You know how once you've played like a few Souls games, you start to get like this feeling of when you walk past a thing. Oh yeah. And you're like, this feels like a boss room. This feels like a fog gate. Oh, let me just read this again. I feel like that's got like very, very select uses. It's probably going to be useful at some point. Just wake up and caught you. My brain just eeps. I feel that sometimes when my brain just like first wakes up, I'm like, oh. You know? What percentage of Lexi's existence is spent playing games? I remember doing the math once and realizing that 1% of my entire life had been spent in Morrowind alone. That is crazy. That's crazy. Strangely, I definitely play a lot of games. I've spent a lot of time playing games, but I don't spend as much time maybe as you or I would actually like expect because I'm too easily distracted. I have too much trouble focusing on things. So it's kind of more like I play a game, then I go for a walk, then I go read a book, then I do some research, then I go do some drawing, then I play a game, then I watch some anime. Um, I bounce between things very often. Also, one of the techniques that I use to like try and get myself to finish games, especially when I was like, I still collect games, but I don't collect in like the same volume that I used to. But when I was collecting, I had a strategy, and I still have a strategy for finishing games. And this is the only way that I can bring myself to finish a game. When I put a disc in, so let's say I'm playing like Dragon Quest 8. If I put Dragon Quest 8 in the PlayStation 2, and I get more than like a quarter of the way through the game, and I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this. I can't take the disc out of the PlayStation 2 until I finish it. And you're like, well, Lexi, but what if you get bored? Then I'll go and play a game on my original Xbox. And do exactly the same thing. Oh, but Lexi, what if you get bored? Well, that's what the Super Nintendo is for. But what if you get bored of the Super Nintendo? Well, luckily, I have a PlayStation 3 lying around and a bunch of games that I still need to beat on that console. But what if you get sick of the PlayStation 3 game that you're going through? Well, that's where the PlayStation 1 comes in. Glad you asked. That's why I still have my PlayStation 1 around. But what if that's why the PlayStation 4 is there? This is why I very rarely beat games on PC. And it's also why when I stream a game, I only stream this one singular game until I'm finished with it. Because it's really easy to be like, oh, if I'm streaming a game, then I can only stream that game until I finish it. That's relatively easy for me. I kind of need to like bounce between things. It's the same with like books as well. Like a lot of the time I'll have like 2 or 3 people are always like, no, you have to finish like one book before you start a new one. I'm like, true, but okay, hear me out. Whoa, that's what my new achiever is for. I actually had like a plan. I had a plan to like collect every single like console that I wanted over the course of 10 years. I probably like collected like most of them. Also, Amber, thank you so much for the 6 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the hype train. Thank you. But yeah, I had this like plan to collect like all of the consoles, and I ended up like changing my plan like slightly slightly because like I think I collected like I still don't own any Sega consoles, which is strange because like I was a Sega girly growing up, but I was only I was a Sega on PC girly, and also a Sega through like osmosis that I absorbed from the internet. I never actually like owned any Sega consoles or many Sega games. The Sega game that I was really into was Sonic 3 Knuckles. That game changed my life forever. And Garfield Caught in the Act, part of the Sonic and Garfield collection on PC, which is I think I've shown this picture before, but let me just bring it up again, because it is amazing and one of the greatest compilations of games ever made. Where you at? Let's just take a moment to behold and appreciate Sonic and Garfield pack. 3 big games and 1 enormous action pack, including Sonic Knuckles with a special bonus of Baku Baku. My beloved. I wish I had the big box for this. I still have the disc, but I don't have the big box, and I'm really sad. Lexi real. Wait, are you the real Lexi? Oh my gosh. it's such an honor to finally meet you. How is Nine Souls? It's really fun. It's really fun. I really like it a lot. We are Maxing so hard right now. We really are. 3 Alexi's on chat. Oh my gosh. No way. That's also me, but in everything but playing video games. I just lock in. Yeah. I wish. I sometimes I lock in, but sometimes I lock into a game when I know that I can beat it. Like, let's say that I'm about like, okay, so in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at the moment, I'm up to chapter 8. And I think there are 14, how many chapters? I think there are 14 chapters. I do a lot of research before I play a game. So, yeah. At the moment, I don't feel like I'm close to the end of the game. Once I probably get to around like chapter 10 or 11, and I'm not quite sure when this point will be, but I can go into a state where I'm like, I power through that game. I will blitz through it. I will focus literally only on finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth so I can go and play a different game afterwards. Because like once I'm close to the end, like I'm still really enjoying it, but it's also like I'm close enough to the end now that I know that I can beat it, which means that I can start to play something else, which is like all of the motivation I need to finish the game I'm currently playing. Oh gosh, that's how I managed to accumulate 4 PS2s. That's ridiculous. No, I only have 2 PlayStation 2s. One of which is an NTSC one, which I bought in order to play Tulip, which did not work on my TV because it was modded. It was a modded PS2. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I can play my PAL games on that as well. Because my old PlayStation 2, the laser is kind of going a little bit. It's a little bit finicky. Anyway, I bought Tulip and it like only takes up 2/3 of the screen. I've never been more emotionally devastated than I have in that moment. I was really upset when that happened. Yeah. There's definitely some truth to that. Whoopsie. I guess the thing is though, I have kind of realized that there is a limit to the amount of things that I can focus on at a time. there is a limit. Oh, Ara, hang on. Let me Ara. I have every Sega console but the Master System. Hello? Bagel, hi! Welcome. Maybe I need to put like a sound redeem to the Ara so that I like mimic it or something. Maybe that's the strategy. I really want to collect for Sega consoles. I don't know why I avoided them. I think it's because like I don't have a you're good. I don't have a lot of money. I've just been like very tactical in like how I've spent it in order to like maximize. I've like interest maxed. I've spent a lot of time interest maxing, you know. But it's not quite enough to like collect every single console that I wanted to. But usually I could be like, oh, if I just like put some of this for behind, you know. Right, because who would own more than 3 PlayStation 2s, right? I believe there's 5 of them in my house right now. Honestly, so valid. I've actually thought about going to... Oh, this is, Wait, that's interesting. Sorry, I just noticed. We should come back to this mural later because I think it is extremely lore significant. I think it's extremely lore significant. 1, 2, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. There's 10. I see. There's 10. There's 10 little guys. Sonic and Garfield is still covering half the screen. Oh, I know. I feel like it should cover more, to be honest. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Michael. How are you? Oh, I forgot the stretch. Sorry, I'm getting overwhelmed with like what are the things that are going on. I'm just stretching. Why is the game like? Oh, you want to use your little butterfly, don't you? Uncle Bandit, hi. I hope you're doing well. I'm having a great day today. Okay, now I can remove the Sonic and Garfield. I love the Sonic and Garfield collection. I love both games. I only discovered the other day that the version of Garfield Caught in the Act that was on Mega Drive not only has different music to the one that I experienced growing up, but also has a different level structure, which is really weird because the PC version starts with the caveman level and then goes to the ancient Egypt level and then to the Transylvanian level. So it's kind of like a little bit like it's like going forward in time. Or at least that's what it felt like to me. At least that's what it felt like to me. What was I saying? But on the Mega Drive version, the very first level is the Transylvanian level, and that is insanity to me because the boss at the end of that level is really difficult. It's really difficult, and it's not at all obvious like what the solution is to beating it, you know? Sonic and Garfield pack isn't all that surprising. I kind of grew up knee deep in Sega stuff from Pico to Sonic Schoolhouse. I really wanted Sonic Schoolhouse, you have no idea. I wanted to play Sonic Schoolhouse, so maybe I should live up my fantasy as an adult now that it's probably abandonware. I'm doing pretty okay all told. Ran a tabletop RPG session yesterday, keeping busy, nothing too nuts. What kind of a tabletop RPG session was it? I hope you're having fun. I hope it was fun. It sounds awesome. Oops, just posting a clip. Oh, hi Dale, how are you? Yeah, I have links. I have links turned off. Unless you're a bot apparently. And you're offering like free viewers. Somehow they often seem to get through the filter. I'm not sure how that happens. Fun fact, the American Genesis version has two very common bugs that can and will softlock you, making them impossible to beat. Really? That's interesting. Josh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Ancient cave painting. Hi Lexi, hope you're having a wonderful day. I am. I'm having a really lovely day. I think I'm losing my voice though, which is like making it hard to like talk. Oh no. That's really unfortunate. I'll have to, I don't know how long I'll be able to stream for, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fusang, the soul spear. In its sorrow and compassion it descends, granting us life's vigor. The primordial roots, also known as Fusang, is the oldest plant on our mother planet, Penglei. It feeds on light and reaches across its islands and land masses. Since prehistoric times, Solarians have been inseparable from the roots, provide shelter for sleeping and fruit for warmth. On Penglei, civilization arose whenever the tree thrived. You know, I heard a really interesting like little quote about Hinduism once, and it was that there's no known origin point for when Hinduism came into being. Like there's no founder to Hinduism like there is in Buddhism or Confucianism or in the Abrahamic traditions, like they have a really obvious like beginning point. So the comparison that was made was in this like grove of trees where there's like there's a tree but like the roots like spread out and like each of them, I can't quite remember. It was quite interesting though. I find that really fascinating. That's viewers at tellmeaboutthecubanmissilecrisis.com. Oh yeah, that's how they managed to do it. Let me in. Let me in. I want to go see the Venus flytrap. A VTuber I followed tried, but this desisted to beat it after she got soft locked 5 times in a row. What? Oh no. No. That's really annoying. Well, at least I know, at least I know not to try the Genesis version. Okay. I'm going to go get some water. I'm really sorry my voice is croaky. I don't know if it's actually like detectable on your end, but it's really distressing because I can feel it's like limiting my range, and also it's like difficult to talk. So I'm going to go get some water and we'll see if that fixes it, and I might what's this one? Coffee! Ah, close enough. Water. There we go. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. I'll be back in a moment. Bye. Hello, hi, I'm back. Feminine urge strikes again. Feminine urge to stop like yourself. It's too strong. It's too strong. I keep doing it. No, she's gone. She's so cute. Welcome back. Thank you. I actually do have like an EP toggle, which is like this. Shoo. Me 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 me. But I like to keep it varied because like when my VTuber model loses its tracking, it it does little funny poses, and it's really funny, and I like that. Me 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 me. Are you a Honkshu me 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 person, or are you the other one that I forget the name of? Yeah. Whoa, hello. Ooh, look who decided to show up after all this time. Oh my gosh, Catbird! I love her! Did your astounding intelligence leap you into this trap? This is quite eye-opening. I could sense it from afar. As stubborn as ever, I see. I've got to give it to you, though. It takes courage to storm into my territory all on your own. And you only just came back from the dead, right? I figured anyone who got another shot at life would know better than to intrude on my farmlands. I don't intend to die in these barren fields.
Oh.
Barren, you say? Then let us fertilize it with some fresh organic remains. We farmers are naturally thrifty. Nothing goes to waste, not even a skinny little mouse.
Chuso.
Rise and shine, my beast. There's work to be done. Oh no, thighs are thick, my weakness. They definitely went very hard with her character design. Oh, hello. Mama. Oh no, wait. Jiangxi soldiers? This technology was banned centuries ago. Oh no, wait. Are these reanimated like human corpses? Or is it a human brain in a robot? Either one is equally terrifying. These are the types of character Lexi sims for. It's true, it's true. You've gone so far as to modify the apeman? What's wrong with putting everything to good use? The opportunity to serve me beyond death is a special privilege I bestow. I read the system report the moment I woke up. You apparently made a mess out of the livestock area. I was there when you captured apemen on the pale blue planet. They're obedient creatures that can be quite cute once tamed. But as pets or as livestock, in the end, they're just tools. Have you begun to think of yourself as one of those beasts now that you've mingled with them in their cage? Enough. Are you here to lecture me or kill me? Oh right, thanks for the reminder. I'd better send you on your way. I've got a field inspection to conduct later today.
Chuso.
Bring him down with all your might, my beast. I'll reward you with some rice afterwards. You hear that, Lexi? Quite cute. I think they're talking about you. Aww. What are they doing? Oh. No, wait. This isn't part of the plan. That's not what I meant when I said bring him to. Oh my gosh. They took it literally. Damn it. This is a complete disaster, you imbeciles. She should have phrased it more carefully. Oh no, they're too neurodivergent to understand nuance in English. Let's Gomang. One of the 10 souls in the council and responsible for managing agriculture. Interesting. Oh! Now that's something I never thought I wanted in my life. Fish corn! No. Ow. Ow. No, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop bully! The bully! I wasn't ready. I was too overwhelmed by the fish corn. Why is there fish corn? What is this? I don't like it. Why is there fish corn? I hope they still get their rice. I don't think they're getting any rice for dinner tonight. I say it's more like they're brain dead, get it, undead. Very nice. Oh, wait, oh. Oh! Well, that's a bit different. Oh, I think this is where we learn new abilities. I like Pansa. It's kind of getting Japan all of a sudden. It's actually Taiwanese.
Oh.
19G to form a blade? Intriguing. The theory is simple. I think I actually saw, but manifesting it will be tricky. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how tricky it is. I saw a picture, before, and see this blade. Like, see the green thing. How it's formed is, it's it comes out of his fingertips. It comes out of his claws. So he's not actually wielding the sword. It literally is a G blade. I'm so sorry. No, don't worry. Oh, I see. I completely missed the tentacles. Hold. Oh my gosh. No way. This is awesome. Okay, I love that. Wait, let me have a look at the animation. Oh, does he do it like with two hands? I can't quite see. There's been no charge attack this whole time. I think we just unlocked it. I would be upset if I only just found out about it. Oh. So that's how it works. That's awesome. There it is. The body and the blade bound together by chi. Who is it? Is there anyone there? Or is it just my imagination? I love this game. I love this game's story. I think it's so intriguing. This is the final trial. Can this sword penetrate a defensive barrier? Appears to. The penetration on the sword is quite good.
Oh.
Huh, this sword lives ever present in both myself and the something. I love these sequences. They're so cool. What an awesome way to like unlock new moves. Think or no, Lexi? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's something that we just unlocked. Looks like there's yin yang Ouroboros type stuff going on. Yeah, they actually called this game Dalpunk. Because it's like a mixture of like I guess it's like cyberpunk but Taoist, you know? Martial arts but also in a dystopian type of future setting. Like with fish corn. Wow, get your fish corn today. Ow. Ow! I like the tower stuff in fiction. Yes, me too! It's so interesting. Ow! I need to stop doing that. Ow! No! I'm being bullied. I'm being bullied. You can't keep doing this to me. Ow. Ow. Oh. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why am I missing so many inputs up today? I think it's just not... Some days it's just like that, you know. How to make a good video game 2024. Dodge with invincibility frames, check. Parry system, check. Cuts, check. Exactly, exactly, you understand. You understand. This is the perfect video game. You meet again, Soyi. How did you get here? Are you following me? Not in the slightest. It can only be fate. Ever since my awakening, I have made this land my home. I sojourn across Kunlun without ever settling down. This is one of my many hiding spots. I did not expect to meet you here. You don't need to hide. The guards here are no match for you. A scholar does not wield the sword lightly. I simply slip away when trouble starts to brew. There is no need for violence. A poetry reciting weapon that won't fight. That's a first. Oh, you flatter me, sir. But that is the reason why I cannot obtain gin from mechanical corpses like you do. That being said, would you be interested in bartering once more? Feel free to peruse my wares. I see. What does he have? That's really useful. I wonder what these are. I wonder what these do. I think we wait until we get enough for the computing unit. Lexi, may I suggest not reading the text since your voice is tired? I mean, I could do that, but I feel like it would be weird. I think it would be weird. I think it would be better for me to... I might have to take a break and come back tomorrow or something, because, yeah, it's really difficult talking. It's really, it's really difficult making words come out at the moment. Like, not in an overwhelmed, anxious kind of way, just in a, I ran out of stamina type of way. What's this? Maybe some ginseng and honey. Yeah, I think I don't have any at the moment. Why did I do that? But I kind of need some like chamomile tea or something. Oh no! 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 I hate it. I hate it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Lotus pods with eyeballs in the holes. No, 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 no. I hate it. I hope you don't intend on straining your voice too hard. Recovering from that is awful. Yeah. You do have a point, actually. Because if I don't stop... I don't know, maybe last time I strained my voice to the point where I like lost it, it took me like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days to recover. It was really bad. It was really bad. So maybe I just do like a shorter stream tonight and then come back tomorrow or something. Let's go fight this ugly. A friend! I just want to say how much I hate bullied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. We made it out somehow. Somehow. I might go back to the checkpoint. The Cuban Missile Crisis will have to wait. Yeah. Actually, I think this is what I might do. Oh, thank you. I think this might just be a rest and come back tomorrow angle. Cause, yeah. It just do be like that sometimes. I'm sorry that it wasn't a longer stream. I'm also sorry that we didn't really... I feel like I stretched out probably like 20-30 minutes of progress over the course of like 2 hours, over 2 hours. But I don't know. I think we had fun. I think we had fun. Something to keep in mind, talking softer is actually hard on your voice. You want to talk a bit lower than you usually do. That'll help. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Thank you for streaming. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I had fun. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm really happy when people have fun. That is a skill in of itself, and we had a hell of fun. We did. We did. We love you, Lexi. Be cute, rest. I shall do that. Thank you so much. Let's go. Oh no. Help. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's go find someone to raid. Okay. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Actually, let's raid Congo, I think. Yeah. Let's go raid Congo. Let's go raid Congo. He's playing Valkyria Chronicles. Yeah, thanks so much everyone for coming. I'll see you probably tomorrow unless my voice is still bad, in which I might be a little bit delayed. Sorry, my voice is going. Anyway, thank you so much everyone. Love you lots. Wait, what was did I miss something? Yeah, sorry. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for coming. I really appreciate you all. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Bye. Bye.